Okay, hello everyone. Hopefully we are all good to go. Let me see if it's working properly. Seems okay. Perfect. So, hello everyone. Today we are going to take a look at the YOLO v5 object detection on GPU, because I recently got a computer with RTX 3090, what is actually the best one you can get, and I'm so excited to that was like first thing I have tried. I just installed the YOLO. Well, originally I wanted to try YOLO v3, but then I was like, okay, that's kind of complicated because there was like a lot of things not working for me, but maybe that's just me. So I decided to check the new one, although the last official one was YOLO v3, then I think there was YOLO v4, and then there is YOLO v5 for this running on the PyTorch from different developers, but these are working really well, and that's what we are going to do today. So I'm going to okay, it wasn't good. So this, I'm going to minimize myself like that and turn on, okay, almost getting there, like that. Perfect. So now you can see me and now you can see my screen. I'm going straight away into it because I have only 1 hour, but we should be good. And that's it. So first thing, what we can do is we can search for YOLO v5, of course, and in here it takes us to GitHub, where everything is described, how to start and everything. I already did that, but I'm going to remove not this. I'm going to remove all. Where is it? Oh, here, YOLO v5. I'm going to remove that, or at least I'm going to move YOLO v5 to YOLO v5 alt, because I'm not sure if there is something important for me or not. So instead of just deleting it, I'm just going to rename it, and we can try to follow these steps. So first thing, we need to clone the YOLO v5 repository, and it's simple command, just git. If you don't have git, you can always install it thanks to sudo apt install git, but as you see I already have it, so that's fine. Then we move to that directory and we can see there is this requirements text file. If we show it up, there is basically a bunch of stuff would need to be installed, like matplotlib, numpy, opencv, blah blah blah. But you don't need to do that manually, because all you can do is just pip install -r requirements, and it will install everything. As you see, I everything have already installed, so obviously there is not much we can do at this point. Great, so that's it. That's the installation, but obviously there's not enough for us. We want to try it out, and we can do that by running let's try this Python. I was doing this last week, so I don't remember exactly, but let's try it out. Source. Well, I'm not sure if this will work with my camera on. If not, I will turn my camera off. Okay, let me make some modification on the, because I get some apply, okay, because I get some warning about the stream bitrate, but I think it should be better now. Hopefully you can see me well, and we'll see. So we was here. If I run this, obviously Python 3, and probably, yeah, so this automatically will download the weights and fail to open because I'm streaming with this camera. So I'm going to turn off my camera on the OBS like that, and maybe now, well, this is something what I wasn't thinking about before, so let me remove it. And obviously this may be an issue because if I'm okay, maybe not so much. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, this is the test. Straight away you can see if it's working or not, and that's what I really like. It's kind of fine. I mean, you see the frames per second are just crazy because on this graphics card it's just running really well. And let's try some objects. What was trained? Maybe phone. Wait. Yeah, cell phone. Here we are. That's really good. Obviously, it's not. You see on the backgrounds, the monitor is saying it's TV, and this 3D printer. It recognizes TV, but I can't understand why, because you have this rectangle shape with the black bezels. That's acceptable. Also, the monitor is saying it's TV, but I mean that's fine. This is more or less just to see how this thing works, and I think it's pretty awesome for like first 5 minutes. We can kill the script, and what I'm going to do now, basically, we are interested in the training. Because there is a lot of videos on YouTube, like how you can train object detection and everything. So they run it in Colab, Google Colab, what is actually pretty fine. But then they show there like one picture, and then yeah, it's trained, and that's it. But they don't show you like how you can really use it with webcam or something usually. So that's why I'm here, and we are going to do exactly that. So I'm going from the beginning, but I don't want to bore you with taking pictures and anything. So for example, as you can see in here, I took some pictures with the keys. I mean, for today I'm just going with one object, and that's the keys. I mean, pretty boring, but it will work good as a demonstration. And obviously I just take, okay, well, how many? 100 pictures, I believe. Yeah, 100 items. So that should be more than enough. And obviously I don't want to bore you with drawing all these rectangles around them, so I already did that, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. And you can use any labeling. I think label image it was called or something. No, this you can use, for example, this software for labeling. It's the most basic one, and it's working just fine. Or you have if you have Mac, you can use Resize Me or something like that. I believe it was called. No, Jesus, I don't remember. Label image. Probably you can use the same. Oh, rect label. So on the Mac, there is a good one called rect label, and it's really good. I love it. And I think there are some limits, and then you need to pay, but it's like £2 or something. So I'm paying for $2.99 a month. I think it's totally worth it. Or $19.99 one time. That's maybe I should get that one and not pay monthly. Okay, we'll figure that out later. There are many good tools for image labeling, but what I'm going to say, recently I really started to like the RoboFlow, and this is basically like the online thing where you can like label your image, and also it will generate you all your necessary, like all these folder structures and all these annotations and everything. So I really liked using this because it's just really simple. And as you can see here, I already created the keys. So if you go Here you can see I already labeled them because it will be extremely boring you to watch me how I do that. And but I'm going to show you. You can create a new project. Let's call it keys test. And there is only one annotation group with these keys. We are going to use object detection, create project. In here you can upload your files. So for example, keys, upload. This will upload all your pictures. I'm going to give it a minute. And we will be able to finish uploading. Then you can, this is why I really love this robo floating, because it can do all this boring stuff for you. You can of course you can split the images 70-30 or whatever. I mean, you can toggle this, and but usually the rule of thumb is like something like that. I'm just going to leave it to default. Then it will upload the files, and then it will split them and everything. You can add some pre-processing and stuff, but obviously thanks to that I already annotate them. It just figured out I already did that. So anyway, so usually okay, that's not exactly what I wanted. Let's say I remove this, delete, enter, and how you can add, you basically just do this annotation thing. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and then just enter, and with the arrows you can switch between the pictures. So you just label the images like this, but obviously that's something what I already did, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to delete this project, keys test, and we are going to use the one I already did, and 100 images, one class only, just to keep it simple. This split I leave it as default at the moment. Auto orient is good thing if you have images rotated 90 or 180 degrees, and resize 416. I'm going to leave it as that now, but later on maybe we can do like 640. Should I do it straight away? No. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that, and at pre-processing step we can add some different stuff. We can play with it later. Augmentation steps, you can do a lot of different stuff. If you don't have enough images, you can always do something like some blurriness or grayscale or rotation, so it can like triple or even more your data set. So we can try it later on. And here you just click on the generate, and we can call that YOLO v5, save name, and in here it will generate images. Okay. And in a minute we should be able to, maybe meanwhile I can turn on my camera. Video capture device. Okay, so I'm back. No, that's not exactly what I wanted, but here we go. So you can also start raining, but this is kind of like premium feature or something, and I'm not sure you really can do that at the moment, but that's not what we want anyway. So export, and in here you can see it can export of many different formats. If you are using like Jetson Nano or something, you can use TF records or like Raspberry Pi or something, and if you have CreateML, that's for Mac Xcode. We are going to use YOLO v5 PyTorch and download the zip to computer, continue, and this is basically what I love, because it will create everything for you. When I open this up and extract it to, let's say to desktop, why not? But maybe inside some folder called dataset. Extract, okay. and when I take a look at the desktop dataset, and here you have the test images and labels, so you don't need to create all these structures by yourself because it can generate it for you. It's split it 70-30 or however you set it up, and also it creates this data. What is a basically YOLO if I requires the images, of course, and where the images are, and where the and basically how many you know what I mean, how many objects we have there, right? So that's it. What's in here? Okay, this is nothing really. So this is what we need, right? Now I'm going to jump back in here, and well, now I need to remember how I was doing that. So I'm going to minimize this because this is the important stuff now. And oh, maybe I can keep it small, that will be better. Just make it a little bit bigger, right? Now we need to train, and okay, I don't know what to do now, so we can take a look, and in here there is a training, and basically we are going to use this train.py. So let's try that. So Python, not sure, Python 3 probably, train, then data, and the data we have on desktop. So desktop dataset, and it was called dataset data. Oh, of course, data dot YAML is the format what it requires, and but that was created already, so that's fine. Now we need to say CFG, and that's basically these YOLO weights. And if we take a look in here, I have seen it somewhere. Maybe if I search for it, these stupid emails, maybe I should, doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. So these 5S, 5M, 5L, and 5X is there was one picture of it. Let's see. And somewhere here there was a good picture. What does it mean? But if I'm not able to find it quickly, oh, here we go. So basically, this is it. These are the parameters. So like this, the small network, medium, large, and X large. Once I have the really powerful, oh, this is still running. Why is this still running? I don't want that. Okay. Why is it still running? Not sure. So I can use the YOLO. Oh, it wasn't running, it was just up. Okay, so let's copy and paste these again. Then we can use, for example, this one. So this is the largest network. So YOLO v5x. Right. Now we need to do weights. But in here, I mean, it will download them itself, I believe. So let's just try that. And batch size, size 64. Let's try what. Okay. Ah, of course. So just one sec. I'm going to look at. Yeah, so if I take a look in here, in my old ones, I see obviously I need to delete them, download them. So I believe if I go here, I can download them. So I click in here. I don't remember where it was. Oh, here. Okay, so I was using YOLO v5. X, so it's this one. So this will download. Meanwhile, I can jump to the directory, what is a YOLO v5, and put it in here. So now I don't have only the small one, the small network, but also the large one, because I want to use that one. But obviously this one will work as well. It is just less complex than this one. And we want to have a good result, so I'm going to use that. Okay, I'm not going to need this. So now if I run this, okay, we have some, of course I forgot to put this .pt, I believe so. Let's check again in here. Where was the training? Oh, not like this. Well, I think there should be PT, but let's try. Yeah, exactly, I believe. Wait, I'm just confused now, but don't worry, we will figure that out. No. Just give me a second. Train. Okay. So, let's do it this way. So, Python 3. Train. Now the image should be, I have it 416. Let's leave it like that. Then the batch, let's make it 16. Then we need to have the epochs. Let's make it something like just 100 for now. And the data are at home, desktop, datasets, and in here are the data. Yeah, that's what we need, and the weights are going to be YOLO v5 x.pt. Okay, so hopefully, let's see what it will do. Okay, it's doing something. Dataset not found. Okay, but we can deal with that. Dataset not found. I think. Just give me a second. So, if I understand it correctly, let's double check. Python 3, train, image, batch, epochs, data. Oh, maybe. Okay, I believe maybe I need to copy this or move this dataset into the same folder. So where we are here, data, and in here I can create new folder, or actually no, I just can do this, that will be easier. So the dataset is now inside the data, and hopefully this will work now. So it's not in the desktop anymore, it is this in here in data, like that, YOLO v5 /data /dataset /data yeah, like that. Let's try to run this. And I still think we have some issues. Oh, I may know. Okay, just 1 second. This is something to do with this one, because this thing here, this I can open it here. This 1db AI, whatever that is, it's like you can track your progress, and that's connected through the API. So I'm going to sign in, and yeah, so these are the failed ones, and so it is connected because is it somewhere here? Train custom data. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, we have all of these. Oh, this is what I was looking for. And yeah, this is the one. And if you don't have this, you can install it, and this will allow you to run all these progress, so you can see all the progress. But yeah, so this is yeah, so this is the data set. 1 second, I just need to find it. I believe it was in okay, I think I have everything correct in here. Let me double check with this. This. Maybe. Okay, maybe this way. Maybe I need to run it like this. Okay, that's another solution. Well, this is quite shame it's not working, but that's how it is always. Okay, so let's double check everything. Okay, let's first try to do this with the S1 to be sure that's not an issue. Well, this feels extremely stupid thing. Just 1 second. Oh, sorry, I just I have seen your question just now. Hello Pavel, I have a question for you. What are the formulas for determining the epoch size and the base size? Well, I'm not 100% sure, of course, but the epochs, I mean, more epochs mean it's trained more, really, right? So, for example, if I run like 3 epochs, the network will be, we can try the differences. You will see that there is not, it will be not that great, but more epochs mean basically it will train the network more, and the batch is only how many pictures it will do at once, or and that depends on your graphics card. So I think 16 was working for me, but when I was trying to do 32, it was saying it's too much. We can try that in a minute. I just want to make this work. Dataset not found, but that's just, oh Jesus, I know what's the issue. Okay, I think I know. So let me just take a look at the old ones. Okay. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So this is the old folder. That's why I don't delete it, because I was basically these paths are probably not correct. So I'm just going to copy this, and maybe I can do it in here. So YOLO v5 data set data, and like this, and yeah, this is basically what I want, but I need to do this. So copy, and in here I'm going to do this. So basically it just wasn't able to find where the images are. I hope that's the issue. And like that. I'm not sure the top one need to be there once I defined these two, probably not, but I'm just going to leave it in there. I can delete this, save it, and let's try to open it now, run. And yes, I think that's it. Yeah, finally. So you see here are the ebooks. Oh yes, so basically I just need to update these paths. Maybe they don't need to be full one, they can be something like this, but I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, so finally now it's training, and you see it's really fast, but now I selected the small YOLO V5S only. What is fine, so we can see the differences, of course. That's great. It will take a moment. And once that is done, meanwhile we maybe I think meanwhile, because it will be done in a minute. Meanwhile I can check if there are any more comments. Like this. No, there are no. Okay. Okay. I'm going to minimize this, and here we are. Oh, meanwhile we can take a look in here, and here you can see what is happening. So I didn't play much with this one, but let me just go here. YOLO V5. No. Oh yeah, this is the 15 seconds ago, so this is it. So in here you can see these are the labels, but in here somewhere this is the train. I mean, I don't understand much what's going on here, but obviously you can see it's decreasing, what's good, but I need to discover more later on, like what everything means. But what I'm trying to find, there are these train batch. Oh, this is my old dataset when I was doing the traffic signs, but why is it showing me that? I don't want that, I want these ones, the keys. But not here. Well, I was using this like twice in my life, so that's why I don't really know where to look for the info, but so sorry about that. But basically in here, I mean, you can wander around and look at the different informations, but doesn't matter. We are trained now, so that was 99 epochs, so 100 completed in, I don't know, that's like 2 minutes or so. And now what's happened, it saved it to runs, train, and export 4. Now a lot of YouTube videos just end up here, like that's it, but obviously that's not it, because you want to see the results. So we are going to, I'm going to open the new terminal, or maybe not, wait a second, I just want to look for the command I was using. So yeah, okay, so we are going to use the Python 3 detect, and now we are going to use our weights, which are in what is in runs, or maybe I can show you how does it look like. So in home runs, it show in train and x4. So train x4. So this is basically what it spit out. There are some learning curves and stuff, some interesting stuff what I should understand more, but I don't really, so sorry about that. But you can see there are some results what are great, obviously, but we want to see them through the webcam, because that's what we are, because that's what we want. But in here in weights there is the best and last. I'm going to use, we can try both, but let's say we are going to use the last one. So runs, train, x4, and weights and last. Okay, minus image. How I was training it? 640? I don't remember. Well, maybe I can take a look. Right. I was training it as well. About these resolutions, yeah, 416. So let's do that. So 416. This is how confident it should be. So we can play around with it, but let's say 0.25, and source is webcam, so just 0. Now it will show me the error because I need to turn off my webcam, so I'm just going to kill it. Yeah, I need to turn off my webcam first from the OBS. Okay, I'm gone. Now I can run the same command again, and this is my graphic card, and here I am. Nothing's happened until I grab the keys, which I don't have next to me, so give me a second. Okay, so here are the keys, and as you can see, it's fine, but it's not perfect, of course. I mean, it's fine, but we had only 100 epochs, and we have only the small network, the YOLO V5S. So now I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to, I mean, it's still working kind of fine, as you can see, but now I'm going to pimp up all the parameters. So in here I'm just going to okay, so that's too much of me. Let's say something like this, and yep, that's perfect. I'm going to do now this more. No, I want to use this, but I want to say, Jesus, where it was, generate new version. Yeah, and in here I'm going to make 640 by 640, because if we take a look in here, the YOLO V5X, somewhere it was saying, not sure where, but somewhere it was saying it is using 600, maybe all of them use 640. Okay, let's try that. So 640. I never know if I should just stretch it or do something like this. We can, okay, I'm just going to stretch it, whatever. Apply, auto orient, and now if you want we can do some pre-processing steps, like, no, not pre-processing, but in here the augmentation, and maybe we can try something like rotation to both sides 15 degrees, or we can try some blurriness, and it's too much, let's say just like a little bit of blur, and then we can try something like saturation. Okay, then we can try something like noise. Maybe this is too much noise, let's do something like that. We can try something like this, that's okay. We can try something like brightness, that's fine, and we can try crop. I mean, yeah, why not? But I'm not sure if, okay, I'm not going to use that at the moment because I'm not sure if it will be but if it's out of the, okay, doesn't matter, that's enough. Let's go to continue and generate to, I mean, pro version can generate more images, but we are going to use 240, what is basically almost 3 times more. That's for free, and I'm going to say 640 with augmentations. That's terrible name, but okay, we can live with that. Generating images, this will take a couple of minutes, or maybe not even minutes, but definitely longer than before because of all these augmentations. So let's wait. Okay, it's moving fine. Meanwhile, I can try what? We can clear this out. And today now we are going to use this larger network with larger resolution, with augmentations, and I'm going to do let's try like 1000 ebooks, but I'm not sure how long that will take. If it will be too long, I will just make it something less, but we should be okay. Meanwhile, yeah, so this is what I was saying. You just basically install this VNDB, and then it will ask you, well, I have it already, so I cannot show you, but then it will just ask you for the API key, what you can get out of this website when you register. So that's when you want to see how your training is performing. But what else we have here? Yeah, so basically these are all the steps. For example, to create the data set, like how it should look like, and this is all the paths, the images, number of classes, and then there are the classes. But this is what the RoboFlow will do automatically, and the labels you can do with RoboFlow as well, and everything. So okay, so here we are. These are the labeled images. Now it's 210, so that's together 240 images. Export in YOLO v5, and that's it. And okay, download. Here we are, and extract this to home, YOLO v5 data, and let's create a new folder. 640 with augmentation. I mean, I know it's terrible name, but we have it already, so that's fine. Now, if we take a look inside YOLO v5 data 640 blah blah blah, we need to fix these parts again. So I open the terminal in here, pwd, it will show me where I am, so I just copy this, close, and I mean it should work even like this, but let's say, and obviously I have only one object, so that's quite easy to train, but okay. Okay, we don't need this anymore, but we can, for example, take a look at the images. So data train images. So you see, for example, so these are all the augmented images, you see. So it create more images, not only ones I had, but for example rotated, brightness and everything. So it's pretty useful to have if you don't have a large enough data set, so you can artificially enlarge it like this. Okay, we are fine with that. Also we can toggle these, like the split can be larger or smaller, but enough of that. We are going to train, so I'm just going to use the same command as before. I'm just going to say this is not for this is 640 batch. We can try to increase it, but yeah, let's try first to leave it at 16, and we need to this is not right because now it is in data 640, yeah, like that, and this one is going to be X. Yeah, and one more time. Oh, and I want to increase the number of epochs, let's say 1000. Hopefully it will not take too much time, and yeah, we can train. and everything seems to be okay. Okay, it's running, and here we are. So, oh Jesus, definitely I'm going to decrease the large number because this will take quite a long time with all these augmentations. Sorry, I'm going to kill you, but we are going to do just even 100 now seems like a lot, but let's do 100. Okay, let's try to increase the size to 32, the batch size. I'm wondering if that will work. Because, I mean, my GPU has like 24 gig. Oh, you see? This is out of the memory, because the batch size I created, the batch size is too much. So I'm going to decrease it to 16 again. I'm not really sure what's the logic behind it, like what exactly, how exactly I can calculate it, but should be 16 is working, so I'm just going to leave it at 16. Let's try it again. And well, but this is going to take a couple of minutes now, I believe. So meanwhile, we can do something else. Okay, I believe it will be still less than 5 minutes, hopefully. But you see now, as we have more images, thanks to the augmentation, and thanks to the fact we have large images, not we have now 640 pixels by 640, and also we are running, we are training it on the larger network, this one, YOLO v5, but it's the most complex one. Again, I didn't really try the differences between all of them. I just tried the small one and the large one. Obviously, the small one is faster, but it's not that complex as the large one. I mean, that's kind of obvious. So, okay, this will take just like 5 minutes or so. We are almost at 10, so at least I hope so. So the GPU memory is, so this is taking me 15 gig of RAM, of the GPU RAM. So that's probably why when I double the batch from 16 to 32, it was trying to use like 30 gigabytes of RAM, and my card has only 24. And well, there's not only this like a lot for a graphics card, but, and you can see my camera is kind of, my stream is kind of freezing now. Hopefully you can still see it properly. That's because I'm using the GPU at 100%. Oh, can you please raise your voice and try to make it more clear as you talk? Okay, yeah, I can try that. I was looking on the OBS and showing me the level of the volume is okay, but maybe I'm just talking too fast, and with my Eastern Europe accent is probably not as great as it should be, so I will try to talk more slowly and clearly. 1 second, I have just one email I need to reply, but we can take a look at these. Okay, so it's 20 epochs, so that will take just a few minutes, it's not that terrible. And 1 second only. Okay, I'm almost done. Great. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, here we are. Okay, about the meetups itself. Well, I was trying to contact Vodafone if we can now, as the restrictions are not that limiting. I was trying to ask them if we can go back, but I don't have any answer. So potentially I was thinking maybe we can figure out some different place where we can meet. I'm not sure what exactly that would be, but maybe I believe in Newbury there will be some co-work space or some kind of, basically we just need a meeting room really. So I will try to keep looking to different place, or to try to deal with Vodafone if we can go back, and hopefully by next time we can do this in person, what I believe can be million times better than online. So hopefully soon we will see each other, what can be great. But sorry, I want this. And we have 35 ebooks. Okay, it's kind of, I mean, it's not slow, it's like terribly fast for the amount of images, sizes and augmentations I have. Because if I want to train this on like some normal GPU, like I don't know, GTX 1080 or something, that will take like much longer. But the point why I'm doing this on the graphics card now is because of course you can do the same on the Google Colab if you don't have a GPU, and it's fine and it will work. But when you have like large data set with a lot of classes and stuff, then on the Google Colab you have some limited time, and there are some workarounds. But I mean, if it's your GPU, you can run it for a couple of days if you want, and no one can stop you really. You know, there are no limits or anything, so that's great. And on the Google Colab, they will kill your session within like 12 hours or something, I believe. So that's why I really wanted to try this on GPU, because there is a lot of time I just need to kind of like track one object, and for example with like another options for object detection, it will take you like half of the day to make it work. But with this YOLO v5, it's really fast compared to the and especially when you combine it with this RoboFlow. I think within 10 minutes or something you can be training, so that's really good. And I mean, obviously if there are more classes or anything, it will take a longer time, but it just really works. I mean, we just install it, and within 5 minutes we was able to start training. Was great. Obviously you need to have like NVIDIA drivers, you need to have like the CUDA installed and CUDNN, but that's not so complicated. You basically just download it from NVIDIA site and that's it. And I hope my stream is not freezing or anything because of the GPU. I hope. I mean, as you can see, my camera is terribly freezing, but I hope that's only camera. Let me check on my phone. And that's because obviously we are using GPU 200% now, so let's see. It's not that bad, but yeah, you can at least see the real life impact of the GPU, because I have only one, so with one, I mean, I'm streaming and training with the same one. Okay, 62 to 99. You know what? I'm just going to jump out to get some water, and I will be back in like 1 minute. Okay, just a sec. Okay, here I am. 69 to 99. Okay, we are getting there. But hopefully, thanks to all this time, the recognition will work really well. And it's 3 minutes until 8 o'clock, but I think we should be able to finish in like 10 minutes, so that should be okay. Yeah, what else I can? Okay, so if I go to, I want to show you the difference between YOLO v5 and, for example, YOLO v3, because here's the nice article about it. And how does it evolve? Yeah, first version, second and third. And the third one was the last official from the guy who invented, because then he tweeted, I stopped doing CV research because I saw the impact of my work was having, and then he stopped developing it. What was in February 2020. But then some other guys, the community really created YOLO v4, and what was the fork of the original one, of course, and it was faster and more accurate, as you can see on this graph. So YOLO v3 is down here, so this is FPS and this is accuracy. So YOLO v4 was really faster and more efficient than the v3. But then the YOLO v5 came, and there was a lot of chaos around because it doesn't really have any real benchmark on anything, but now it's kind of clear, it's working really well. And I mean, the performance is just crazy. And there is this PP YOLO, what I don't really know, it's some kind of a Chinese version which should be even faster, especially on stuff like which should be faster, like on Tensor RT, was Jetson Nano and stuff. But I didn't try that one because, I mean, there is not much documentation. But the YOLO v5 is using the PyTorch. That's why probably it's working straight away without any issues. And well, I was hoping for the graph with YOLO v5. Let me see if I can Google it. Like the performance difference between yeah, something like this, but I want this, but with YOLO v5. No. Well, I mean, even here, okay, we can see the YOLO v3. No, this is not exactly what I wanted. VS YOLO v3, and not exactly what I want, but yeah, I mean, you get the point. He's just faster. Okay. This might be, no, this is v3. I mean, yeah, whatever, you get the point. let's see. Now we have 100 epochs. Perfect. So we can just, you see, now it's just create this last and best. Maybe we can try both of them, of course, if there will be any significant difference. Well, I doubt it, because probably we will be not able to figure it out just by eye. I forgot to take a look at these, Jesus, how it's called, W something, this, yeah, this is what I want. So log in. Oh, something happened. Well, what happens? Okay, so this is the one, and in here we can see the performance. Oh, so these are the labels. So this is how it's labeled, and these are the predictions. So it's pretty good, but I want to see some stuff like this. Okay. Well, maybe if I leave it for longer, but we don't have time for that, because last time, for example, I was trying, I left it for a couple of hours for 3000 epochs, and I mean that was awesome, of course, but let's try this one. So detect, but we are going to do 4.7, and let's do 640. This confidence, I'm not sure. I'm just going to delete it, and let's see without it what it will do. It will put some default, what is probably the same as 0.25 or of course, my camera again. I need to kill it. Bye bye. And here we go again. And we'll see what it will do. Maybe I kind of overkilled it with the okay. It's pretty good. But I don't feel that much difference from the last time. What is weird? But oh, maybe I do. Well, if I leave it for even more epochs, probably it will be better. As I'm streaming, it's not 100%. The FPS is kind of dropping a little bit, but I believe that's because I'm streaming as well. But let's say I am going to use I just want to kill this. And I'm going to use the best instead of last. And what that will do. Yeah, I think the confidence is slightly higher in this one. And yeah, I think that's pretty fair enough. We can try something like this. Yeah, I think it's nice. It's working pretty fair. Okay, I didn't expect that will work. Well, obviously, if I really want to do a key detector, I should, in my dataset, I should have also different type of keys. But let's say, as I had one in these ones, that's enough for the test. And as you can see, the FPS is crazy fast. What's perfect, but that's because that graphics card is kind of overkill. Well, no, does my head look like keys? That's not good, but. Not sure what's happening with my head at the moment. Maybe if we do the threshold. Best, but I want. No. How it was? Let's go back to. Here, train, not exactly this. Where was the detection? This. No, that's not the one. Anyway, I believe. Let's just put it back. and not sure what was that with my hand, but maybe if I add more images what is not the keys, then obviously it will be better. But you can see how in few minutes really you can create your own object detection with the YOLO V5, and it's working pretty well. Obviously if I add more images, or if I just train it for a bit longer or something, it will work better, but I think it's pretty fair to say it's really nice. And okay, so 1 second, resolution is like this. Okay, again I'm going to make myself smaller, or maybe I can leave myself like as this. So thank you everyone for attending today. I just want to keep this short, as short as 1 hour or so. So hopefully, as I said, by next time we may do something. Hopefully by next time we can see each other. I know I keep saying that, but you know how it is. Yeah. Okay. By next time, maybe we can try something like semantic segmentation or something like that. And yeah, see you next time then. Bye.